I'll end the preferential treatment that's built into our tax code by eliminating corporate loopholes and tax breaks. We shouldn't be distorting our tax code and our market to benefit a few powerful interests. We should be insisting that everyone pays their fair share, and when I'm president, they will. First, I'll give a tax cut to working people. The American people work longer and harder than the people of any other wealthy nation in the world. But their hours are getting longer, and their wages aren't getting any higher. Their costs are going up, but their economic security is going down. When a single mom gets her paycheck, that check gets taxed. When she goes to buy her groceries, that purchase gets taxed. When she reaches her retirement, her Social Security benefits get taxed. Meanwhile, her boss's investments get taxed at a lower rate, and the corporation she works for has all kinds of loopholes built into the tax code because they've got lobbyists who are sticking up for their interests. It's time for that to change. Under my plan, 150 million Americans and their families will get a tax cut. And because this credit would be greater than their income tax bill, my proposal would effectively eliminate all income taxes for 10 million working Americans. In so many working families, two parents are working full-time trying to bring up their children and trying to keep up with so many costs that keep growing while their paychecks don't. This tax credit will strengthen working families by increasing the money in their pockets and reducing the worry that hangs over so many Americans. The second thing I'll do to ease the burden on working middle-class families is providing a universal homeowners tax credit. If work is how most Americans seek their dream, a home is how many families realize it. A home's a source of stability, a building block for communities, and the most valuable thing that most middle-class folks will own. But, as has been made painfully clear through the subprime crisis, that source of stability can quickly become the source of economic insecurity. Too many Americans are struggling under the weight of their mortgages. Homeowners need a break. So today we have a mortgage interest deduction, but it only goes to people who itemize on their taxes. Like so much of our tax code, this tilts the scales towards the well-off. Only a third of homeowners take advantage of this credit. So I will create a mortgage interest credit so that both itemizers and non-itemizers get a break. This will immediately benefit 10 million homeowners in America. The third thing I'll do is provide a progressive tax cut for America's seniors. Since the New Deal, we've had a basic understanding in America. If you work hard and pay into the system, you've earned the right to a secure retirement. But even though they've held up their end of the bargain, many seniors are still struggling to keep pace with costs. And as so many Americans know, their worry becomes an entire family's worry. This strain has been greater since 1993, when taxes on Social Security benefits were raised. Millions of seniors saw their net benefits go down. They also had to take on the added strain and sometimes added cost of filing a complicated tax return. It's time to give America's seniors a break. So I'll give retired folks the same kind of relief I'll offer to working people. When I'm president, we'll work to see that no retiree making less than $50,000 each year has to pay income tax. This will eliminate income taxes for about 7 million Americans at a savings rate of roughly $1,400 each year. And 22 million seniors won't even have to file a return and hire an expensive tax preparer. You know, the truth is, most Americans aren't asking for a lot. They don't need overseas tax shelters. They don't need a long list of loopholes. All they want is a fair shake. And they could stand a break. Because most Americans have simple dreams: a job, a place to raise their families, a secure retirement, a chance to create opportunities for their kids that might extend a little further than their own. After all, the wealth of a nation is rooted in the work of our people.